dash cam. Cool. So it is Tuesday. Yeah. Tuesday the 7th. We're headed to the gym. Didn't go this morning because I stayed up too late last night. But like 11 weeks out, I wanted to talk today what I've been thinking about, kind of. So I maxed 250 when we went to Texas, and then came home after Alpha Elite and was like, okay, 250, like I can do 250. I can do 250. 225 is 90% of 250. I should start repping 225 to get used to handling that weight, get used to living heavy, have some heavy singles at 225 maybe. And did 2 days at 225 singles and had fun. The first day I did it at 225, I was able to do 2 reps at it, you know. So it was like Friday, I think, repped 225 one day, and then was not able to rep 225 the next day. I couldn't even get it for 1. And so it was like I had repped it for 2, fine, you know. And the next day I did 4 sets of 1 rep at 225. And then the third day, which was yesterday, I couldn't get it for 1. And, okay, this is not working. So I guess I'm just gonna hold it. So I went to rep it for 1 and I couldn't do 1. And I made a post about it that morning. That morning's workout sucked because of that. I guess I changed my grip up a little bit. I made a wider grip. I tried to bring the bar a little bit further down my chest rather than up close towards my chin, and I think it may have affected it. So I'm gonna go do 190 for sets of 3 today. I used to do 215 for sets of 3. So I can do more. I don't know, this program has me going light. So today is gonna be kind of a day of like trying to feel my strength again. Overall, it's weird, man. It's just, some days you have it, some days you can't hit 85% of your max. Other days it's there and you get it, you smash it and it's good. So I'm just trying to stay positive about it. Sometimes it's just not there. Yesterday it was not there. It was not there for 90%, for my 90% of my 1 rep max. It wasn't there. So I had to just try to stay positive, just keep moving forward. I was discouraged, but I tried not to let it really ruin gaining progress in other areas. I backed it off and did 190, so we'll see. Today I'll do 190 for 3, and I'll get all the footage for it, but I'll do 190 for 3 and just kind of talk about how I'm feeling there. So that yeah, that's what we're planning on today. So that was 175. It looks a lot better than it feels, if I'm being honest. It doesn't feel like it's moving as smoothly as I would like. This is 190, so I'll just rep this for 3 and see how that feels. The ego part of me wants to go for, you know, 225 again, because I couldn't do that yesterday after doing 250 not like a week and a half ago. So I don't know, I might be overtraining, I might be not giving myself enough time to recover. We'll see. So do this 180 or do this 190, see how this feels, and then kind of go from there. Yeah, we'll see how it feels. Okay, see, that felt great. It felt like it moved well. I was able to really stack up underneath it really well. Felt 100 times better than what I did on Monday, and it felt better than even just the 175. So I think I'm still getting some mind-muscle connection just for the new form that I'm doing, with a bit of a wider, barely wider grip, but bringing the contact down lower on my chest and then coming up through it. I'm sure there are some new stabilizer muscles. I can feel them. There's new forearm muscles that I'm recruiting in order to do that. But when I do it right, it feels so good. This felt so good, and it was easy. It was easy. So I'll do 2 more of these at 3, and then we'll see how I feel. But yeah, it felt easy. So something that's really, really interesting about bench, and this is why I love documenting it. If you're not documenting, you should. It's really helpful. One of the good things about that is benching, it feels a lot harder than it looks. But when you can go back and watch it and see how smoothly it moves or how easy it moves, it kind of helps trick your brain into realizing that you're capable of a lot more than what you feel like you are. When I first started making progress in bench, because I used to only be able to bench like 135. When I first started making progress, I noticed that the weight never really felt lighter, but my ability to move it started to improve. And something that really helped with that is getting footage and documenting it. So if you guys aren't, I would highly suggest it. Being able to see how it moves compared to what it feels like, you're able to prove to yourself that you're actually doing it a lot easier than what you think you're doing. It might move slower, it might feel harder, but the footage shows that it's actually moving pretty well, so you're capable of a lot more. Okay, I know I said I wasn't gonna go for it today, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see what 205 feels like, and then we'll go from there. I'm probably pushing my luck. I really shouldn't do this, but the competitive side of me kind of is compelling me to do it, so we'll see. I think that was good. I think I'm gonna go for 225. Yo, I don't know, dude. Sometimes, frick. I couldn't do that for 1 yesterday. Literally, yesterday morning. Some days you get it, some days it's just not your day. Feels good, cool. So, I'll finish up with some pin bench, and then we'll get into some accessories. It's a different feeling, for sure. So pin bench is way different. I really, really like it. I think it's gonna help a lot with keeping your form where it should be. I definitely feel it burning in other places that I don't usually. Feels good. I'm gonna lower it to 180 because I wanna try to focus on dropping it on my chest where I normally would. I also drop my left. Now I drop my right arm way more than my left. In the video you can see and hear it hitting the guard on the right first, so I need to fix that because that means I'm unbalanced, so that's what these are for. So that was better. I felt I was able to balance it a little bit more with lighter weight, so I just need to train that, get more used to doing that. This is good. This really helps train my mind on how to squeeze, really squeeze through the full rep, even if it's moving slowly and keeping momentum moving. I can tell these are gonna be really good for that. So, I think 1 or 2 more sets and then we'll be done with bench for today. All right, I got my little book here. For accessories today, I'm gonna do some upright row. So those benching, the new form that I have right now is blasting my forearms. So I thought I'd kind of roll with that, do some upright row, hit some forearms and hit some shoulders with that, do some rear delts. I wanna grow my shoulders a bit, so I'm gonna do some front delt with the upright row and then the rear delt with some cable work, and then I'm gonna do some lat pull downs. I wanna work my posterior chain a little bit, so I'm gonna do some reverse crunches and then follow it up with just some cable crunches, so it should be good. Don't tell anyone I'm upright rowing in the squat rack. All right, guys, my camera's about to die, so I don't think I'm gonna get the rest of it. That was what we had for today. Still like 12 weeks out, so hoping to get better until our competition in April. So see you guys later, stay tuned.